Hello, first grade. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, and today we're going to talk about telling time and writing time. For today's activity, you'll need the clock that you created, and in your STEAM kit, you should have a piece of paper that says My Daily Schedule. Those are the two things that you'll need for today's activity. First, we'll start with your clock. You can go ahead and get your clock out. I'm going to use this special clock for today. Okay, get out your clock, and I'd like you to set your clock at the same time my clock is. So my short hour hand is on the 3, and my long minute hand is on the 12. So I'll give you a moment to go ahead and move your hands to the same numbers mine are on. The short hour hand on the 3, the long minute hand on the 12. Okay, if you need to, you can pause the video, but I'm going to continue going. Okay, let's read what time that is. Remember, when we read time, we start with the hour. So we're going to start with the short hour hand. It's pointing to the 3, and we say that number. We say it's 3. And when the long minute hand is on the 12, we say o'clock. So it is 3 o'clock. This is the beginning of a new hour, 3 o'clock. Now this minute hand, if you can see on my clock, I have little dots. Each of those are 1 minute. So every minute that goes by, our minute hand moves to a new dot, a new minute. So right here, it's 3 o'clock. In 1 minute, it'll move to 3:01. The next minute, it'll move to 3:02. The next minute, it'll move to 3:03, and so on. And as this minute hand travels around the clock, look what's happening. As the minute hand travels each minute around the clock, the hour hand is moving off of the 3. Now, it's not quite to the 4 yet because it's not 4 o'clock yet, but it's traveling from 3 to 4. That's because the hour is passing. And so the hour hand is getting closer to the next hour. Now, you can see I went halfway around my clock and stopped. So we have went halfway through an hour. Okay, and we call this the half hour because it's halfway through the hour, halfway around our clock. Now let's read what time it is. If you like, you can pause the video and set your clock on the same time mine is at the moment. Okay, and let's see, our hour hand. It's close to the 4, but it hasn't gotten there yet. So we're still going to say it's 3. And now remember, when we count the minutes on our clock, we have to count by 5s. So let's count by 5s together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we say it is 3:30. 3:30 is our time, and it is half past 3 o'clock because we went halfway around our clock. And then as I continue moving my minute hand around the other half of the clock as the minutes are passing, we went around 1 hour, and it's now the next hour. So let's read what time it is now. Now our hour hand is on the 4. The minute hand's on the 12, so that's 4 o'clock. Okay, this week you can use your clocks to continue practicing telling time with your family. So I hope you had a chance to set your clock at various times and see if your family members could tell you the time. And I hope they had time to do that with you as well. It's a great, fun way to practice telling time. Okay, well, today we're going to talk a little bit about writing time as well. And for this part, you'll need your My Daily Schedule. Now, for this My Daily Schedule, I'm only going to have you fill out the first 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3. If you want to go ahead and fill out those bottom 2, you are welcome to do it, but you don't have to. Okay? And on this paper, you're going to write an activity that you do throughout your day. It could be waking up, brushing your teeth, reading a book, eating dinner, whatever that activity might be, you write it there. And then you write what time you do it. Now, remember in first grade, we just worry about the hour and the half hour. So the hour, 4 o'clock, and the half hour, 4:30. You'll learn more about telling time in second grade. So you'll write that time here by the hour or the half hour, and then you're going to fill in that time on your clock. So I have an example of one that I created here. Okay. I wrote down what I did this morning. So this morning, I woke up at 8 o'clock. And this is how we write 8 o'clock. So when it's o'clock, we put the hour and then we put the zeros because it's the beginning of the hour. No minutes have passed yet. Now, when I fill this out on my clock, I'm going to start with the hour, and the hour, remember, is my shorthand, and it's 8 o'clock. So I'm going to draw my shorthand pointing towards the 8, and then it's o'clock. And remember, when it's 8 o'clock, the beginning of the hour, the long minute hand is up on the 12. Can you see that there? So I drew 8 o'clock. Okay, then I ate breakfast at 9:30 this morning. So I'm going to start with my hour. My hour is 9, so I'm going to draw my short hour hand pointing towards my 9. Now our minutes are 30. We've had 30 minutes so far. So let's count. Remember, we count the minutes by fives. So let's count by fives here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And remember, when we have 30, that's a half hour, it points down to the 6. So I'm going to draw my long minute hand pointing to the 6. So there you can see I have 9:30. Okay, and then my last one, I took a walk at 11 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to start with my hour hand. What hour is it? It's the 11th hour. So I'm going to draw my short hour hand pointing towards the 11. It's the beginning of the hour. No minutes have passed yet. So we write that as 00, 0. And when it's o'clock, the beginning of the hour, my long minute hand is pointing up to the 12. So there you can see I've got 11 o'clock. Okay. Well, I hope you have fun filling out your schedule of the things that you do today. Remember, you just have to do 3 of them. If you want to do all of them, you can. And we're just doing the hour and the half hour. This is how we write the hour. No minutes have passed, so it's zeros. And on the half hour was 30. It was 9:30 because we went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we write it as 9 as the hour and 30 as our minutes. Have fun filling out your schedules, and I'll see you again on Friday.